What's up, my sweethearts? What's up? What it do, my sweethearts? My sweethearts, I missed y'all. I know y'all like, where Jennifer and the realest was at? I was right here, my sweethearts. I be taking a break. Sometimes I be floating through them YouTube streets, my sweethearts, just looking, taking time back, just really watching. Or sometimes I just go and do me. All right, my sweethearts. So I need a break. All right, but I'm back with this justice, and I hope you get your lighters all the way up, my sweethearts. My sweethearts. You know we always been talking about J for K, right? Justice for Kanika, her situation, the story. Well, with Jennifer and the realist, the whole friend thing, right? Okay. Y'all always know I tell y'all, watch who you hang with and things like that. I'm going to keep saying that, my sweethearts. I'm going to keep addressing it. I'm going to keep running that line because a lot of things been going on in this world, a lot of stories, a lot of deaths, a lot of situations. But you know what? Behind those situations be friends, fake friends, a person you trust. That was my homie. That was my rollies. Always someone you trust, right? Right. Always that fake friend. That's why I always keep running it. It's always someone you're closest to, the one you trust the most, that brings you down. And that's real, my sweethearts. So my sweethearts, like I said, I hope y'all got your lighters up so we can run this thing just like cardio. My sweethearts, a 22-year-old Ukiah woman. Well, I call her a baby because she's only 22, but a 22-year-old Ukiah woman whose death was ruled suspicious, remembered as strong-willed. All right, my sweethearts. I hope y'all got your lighters all the way up. Alyssa May Sade, my sweethearts, right, was a strong-willed young woman who didn't know her self-worth, right? Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. Who didn't know her self-worth, right, my sweethearts? Friends and family members said, all right? The 22-year-old's body was found January the 11th, my sweethearts, near Highway 101, north of Ukiah, according to the Mendocino County Sheriff's Office. Anybody familiar with that area, my sweethearts? Come right on in. All right. She was identified last Friday, my sweethearts. Last Friday. Her autopsy results were pending as of Wednesday. Authorities say Saude's death is suspicious in nature and the cause is under investigation. Saude graduated from Ukiah High School in 2018 and had been providing in-home care to the elderly, according to Sabrina Porter. She dreamed of getting her nursing degree one day and loved to take care of people, but sometimes that love for others did not extend to herself, Porter said. Porter would know as Alyssa's mother. She watched her daughter battle with that self-doubt. She struggled very hard and she always felt like she wasn't good enough, Porter said. She always wanted to help everyone else, but she always was very hard on herself. All right, my sweetheart, I hope y'all running with me. She became friends with the wrong people who hurt and abused her, her mother said. Here we go. She eventually fell into a dark place where she desperately wanted to get out of, said Porter. Saude wanted to get cleaned up and get off drugs permanently, Porter said. But we live here in California where it's so hard to get help. Porter didn't receive a call back from the rehab clinic until last week when it was too late. I said, no, she's not okay. She's dead, Porter said. Ever since she was a little kid, she loved people. She would talk to everyone in the room and she was very trusting of others. She was a cheerleader, basketball player, and a natural born artist. But Alyssa put her trust in the wrong hands, Porter said. And people take advantage of that. Yes, they do. They take advantage of your friendship. They take advantage of your softness, your kindness. My sweethearts, yes, they do. It's hard as a mom, very hard, Porter said. And you always hope that maybe it's just a phase and she'll outgrow of that, right? All right. Let me see. Let me my sweethearts. Let me get to it. So yes, my sweethearts, it's said with this one, it's not nothing with this one. You heard me? It was just a young 22-year-old baby laying on the side of the road. And like I said, they saying that her death is very suspicious, my sweethearts. Very suspicious, and she was with friends, okay? Now, I am going to read the press release from the Mendocino County Sheriff's Office, okay? I know they have this, and now, and they are also still waiting for the young lady's autopsy. Although this is January 14th or whatever, it still ain't come. They said it take weeks and weeks for this, all right? So I will read off this press release. But what I will say, I will say this. Y'all kids, y'all, I know she's a woman, but y'all children, my sweethearts, your daughters, your sons, but really it's the girls. Please watch, try to teach them to watch who they really hang with. They need to really watch these friends. I don't know how much I have to stress that, my sweethearts. It's always someone you rolling with. It's just despicable. They always want your spot. But let's get it. Mm, mm, mm. That's why you just cannot trust people, my sweethearts. You gotta watch who you trust. All right, so on 1/11, my sweethearts, 2022, at 10:06 a.m., the Mendocino County Sheriff's Office Dispatch Center received a call regarding a suspicious situation near the intersection of Parducci Road and Christie Lane in Ukiah, California. A passing motorist reported seeing an unresponsive person laying near the roadway, which prompted the call to the dispatch center. Sheriff deputies responded to the area and located a deceased female adult who was wait a minute, my sweethearts, who was identified as being Alyssa Mae Sauday, a 22-year-old female from Ukiah, California, like I just told y'all. Sheriff detectives were summoned to the scene and began an investigation into the circumstances of Sauday's death. On 1/12, my sweethearts, 2022, a forensics autopsy was conducted on Sauday's body, and official results of that autopsy are pending. BA/toxology analysis, which are expected to take several weeks before the results are returned to the sheriff's office. All right. At this time, Sauday's death is considered suspicious in nature, and the investigation into her death is ongoing at this time. Now, did y'all hear that, my sweethearts? At this time, right, her death is considered suspicious, right? Suspicious in nature, right, my sweethearts? And you telling me, I do not want to go back to Kanika, but you telling me that girl, when they seen that body, that was suspicious in nature. I mean, it just is what it is. But I'm going to stay on point. So whatever they seen in that young lady body, they already knew. Oh, she ain't just do this. This says she ain't just go down there and die off. Nah, they're saying it is suspicious. On the side of the road, what they found, that's what they're saying, okay? Yeah, my sweetheart. Like I said, just her death was suspicious in nature, and there is no further information available for public release at this time due to the ongoing investigation. I don't see why they so quiet on that. They want us quiet on Kanika. They expose pictures of that girl. They show her body. They show what she looked like. They just put it on out there to the public. So I don't know why they didn't do this to this baby. Show us, I guess, what happened. What she looked like. Like, what do y'all see? Like, this don't make no sense. She was a baby. A baby. And I know that, all right, so her family says she has struggles with, like, getting high and things like that. Hanging with friends. You out there with friends. I don't even know, my sweethearts. This is allegedly. They gave her the wrong thing. Just out on the side of the road. Are you serious? Like somebody just disposed her, left her there. You don't even know if the friends rolled up, dropped her off right out there, my sweethearts, because you know she may have died in their car, or she was dying. They dropped her off. My point is about this whole scenario is friends. Look who responsible. Look who didn't even care enough to call the police, ambulance, anybody. Friends. So do you see why I always Doug walk the Kanika friends? I hate that word. Some people don't even know what the word friend means. They just use it fluently. Just using it. Mm. So my sweethearts, now I don't want to get on the part with the drugs, right? The part when they said she was she was dealing with the drug abuse and things like that. As I read on, allegedly, they kept saying that the girls, were getting high and things like that. My thing is, that's what's killing our children. The fentanyl, the pills, all that stuff they on the streets, rolling with the wrong crowd, trying to fit in. Oh, I'm gonna Doug walk that too. Because that's not okay. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable for the parents to turn their head. I know 22 is a grown woman, but that's really a baby. It is. They ain't too grown. After 21, they just getting 20 and 21. So yes, y'all do need, like, parents, be more vigilant, aware. Like, if you know your child want to fit in, want to hang with friends, you know these friends out here will do drugs. We have to talk to our children. We have to be more involved. I'm talking about parents that see these type of. You heard me read it from the beginning, my sweethearts, of what her parents said they felt about her. How she lost her self-esteem, how she always cared about others, how she put others first, she wanted to have friends and things like that, right? Right. So you have to give them some type of encouragement, be there for them so they won't look for, I guess, that type of friendship on the streets. Because once the streets don't love you, look what really, Kanika, the streets do not love you. Don't love you. You can hang with friends from, what is it, John? Didn't they say that? From elementary school on up, it just don't matter. It don't matter. So if this young lady was with friends and they was out there abusing drugs and things like that, which I heard her parents say that she was battling with, you definitely have to watch those type of kids because they need help. They need to be in programs. They need to have something to do all the time. Because fighting a drug battle, you cannot hang with, I guess, friends that's drinking and doing things. Because drinking is a drug, especially when you're coming from being on drugs or you're fighting a drug abuse. It's sad. Either way, it's sad. Like I said before, and I just did say that. I said, unless she was ODing, something was wrong in the car, they pulled over, just dropped her off out in the streets. Like they were scared. They was afraid their self. You know when them kids get high or they all drugged up or whatever the case may be, they're afraid and they left her there, ran off thinking nobody not going to know who did this and who did what. It doesn't make no sense because the motorist said he rolled past and she was already passed out. I believe they was out there doing no good, or someone could have roofied her like they did Kanika. That's the same thing I'm saying. And then she didn't. They just like, oh, she's gone. This is so sad. Now her parents got to deal with this. Come out there and see that baby girl on the ground dead. Are you serious? These young kids get out there, think they know everything. Some of them dealing with problems. And like the mom said, she dealing with problems. Well, if you know she dealing with them many problems, she needs some type of help. She needs some type of, like I said, something to do. Not hang out there with friends in streets. And look what happened. She didn't even make it back home. Make no sense. And she was, I mean, really, come on. I know nothing good out of coming from being, like, if she was out there doing active drugs. I know the friends was not no good friends. They was probably doing drugs. I ain't no probably. She was hanging with friends that do the same thing as her. Straight up. Like I said, I really want to get the family. Her mother, she need help. Well, she needed help. Make no sense. I'm gonna tell you now, my sweethearts. Jennifer, the realist, not a real. I'm really smart. Okay. Now they could say the woman was high, getting high, battling with drugs and things like that, back and forth. But I listened to what the cops said when they said they seen the girl, the young lady body, and they said that death is considered suspicious in nature. That right there made me know, like, that wasn't just drugs. Because forensics, I mean, police and stuff, they could tell if it was like a drug overdose, things like that. Suspicious in nature is more than that to me. I'm just going to keep it real, 1,000. We're going to come back with this because, like I said, the autopsy ain't out yet. I want to know, I want to know what these friends, what happened. I want to know. I just want to know. I put on everything that it just was not her walking through high, off the drugs, whatever. I put on it wasn't that. She was with some wrong friends. I'm gonna keep Doug walking the friendships because I believe in my heart. Believe me, some friends, somebody, y'all got scared, huh? That's why I want y'all parents, like I said, my sweethearts, I want y'all to stay vigilant, stay alert. Especially for y'all kids, my sweethearts. I don't care. 21, 22, I still think that's a baby to me because they just coming from their 20s. Their 20, 19, 20-year-old stage. That's still a baby to me. But, hey, my sweethearts, please like, share, subscribe. You hear me? Hit that bell to be notified for your girl Jennifer the realist. Chime in with your girl. If anybody from Cali and they know about this, chime in with your girl Jennifer the realist. Like always, my sweethearts, I love y'all. Stay blessed. Stay up. Stay alert. Stay vigilant, my sweethearts. And I'm out.